At this time, we're all going through a massive transformation. Collectively, we're going through this huge rebirth. We're about to emerge out of our cocoon phase and transform into the best versions of ourselves. I'm Angela Cleary, I'm a feminine empowerment coach and I specialise in healing after narcissistic abuse. Today I was guided to explain the current energies that I'm feeling at the moment. I feel that there is a collective transformation and rebirth going on. I believe that we were all in Hermit Phase and in this Cocoon Phase for a very, very long time. When we go through this spiritual awakening, we have to isolate ourselves. We have to heal. We tend to go into this cocoon to protect ourselves, but to do that inner work and to do that inner healing. So if you've been going through this kind of stagnant, it might feel a bit stagnant energy, a little bit of stuck energy. You weren't really stuck or stagnant. You were on a pause. You were on a transformational experience, transformational journey. And that's the beauty of the butterfly. And this is the reason I was so guided to do this. I've been seeing butterflies everywhere. And when we see repeating animals or any kind of repeating numbers of any kind, there's a message in it. But I am seeing butterflies way more than I see stuff repetitively and it's mind blowing and I'm grateful because there's a message there. But with the butterflies, I'm seeing way more than I've ever seen a sign in ever. I'm on my spiritual journey since 2018, so I'm aware of these things. But with the butterflies, it is mind blowing. And I'll explain my dream last night. In my dream, there was loads of these little eggs on the wall. And I thought they were spider eggs, but they turned out to be butterfly eggs because there was loads of butterflies up on the top of the press hibernating. And I mean thousands of butterflies. It wasn't just 9 or 10 that I'd normally see if they were hibernating in my own house. In my dream, there was thousands, if not millions of butterflies emerging out of their hibernation. And when they took flight, this was so beautiful. They took flight and they combined together. They all joined together and all their wings joined together and they created the formation of a massive butterfly, a bigger butterfly together. And that to me was a sign that I'm not the only one going through this rebirth. We are collectively going through this rebirth together. We are collectively joining forces for something better. And that's so beautiful because with butterflies, the caterpillar has to go into the cocoon to change frequency, to change its version of itself. And that's what we do when we go through spiritual awakening. We're going from this 3D lack mentality, this fear-based mindset, this old way of living, and we're transforming into the best version of ourselves, which is in a 5D, unconditionally loving frequency. We are transforming and creating the best versions of ourselves. And this is why we go through that isolation and we go into this hermit state, is to do that inner healing. And that's what the caterpillar does. It's like the caterpillar is doing all that inner work. It's shedding its old belief system. It's shedding its old skin, and it's becoming this magical, vibrant new version of itself, and that's what we're doing. And, I just feel that it's all of us. All of us tend to go through the same energy collectively. We're all going through this transformation collectively. And some people might be on different stages, but in essence, we're all in this hermit stage right now. But I think there's something big coming. For me to see that many butterflies, and it's not just in my dream, it was they're everywhere. They're in my garden, but they're every single thing. Look, there's one even here. There's one on my top. They're everywhere. Every program I watch these days, and I mean every single one, there's images of butterflies on people's tops, on people, on images on walls. They are everywhere. I see signs all the time, but I have never, ever seen a sign this loud before. And this is why I was guided to share this message. We are emerging into something beautiful. There is something big happening on this planet now. I don't even know what it is yet. I just know that we are birthing into something new. this is a chance of new beginnings. And I think it's so beautiful as well, because we're on the new moon today. And not only are we on a new moon, which is a sign of new beginnings, we're in the 6-6 portal. And anytime we're in a portal like this, our manifestation abilities are heightened. With a new moon and the 6-6 portal and these signs of this emerging out of the cocoon into this butterfly stage, this is proof that today has power in it. There's magic in today. We can do and be anything we want. And today is the best day now to start setting your intentions for what you want to see in your life. Start manifesting the dreams and the goals, the things that you want to achieve. And what's lovely as well, this new moon, there's a connection with Venus as well. So there's a lot, and we're in Gemini season as well. I'm not an astrologist, so I don't know the exact details, but I know there's a lot to do with the rebirths of relationships as well. A lot of love, a lot of heart opening going on at the moment. And that's one of my biggest blocks that I've had, was my heart. And I'm hoping with this transformation that I can blossom my heart open. So today, with all this massive energy, the new moon, the 6-6 portal, these butterflies, this transformation, this rebirth, we have such magic at our fingertips. We can manifest anything we want. So today is a great day to set those intentions, a great day to manifest those desires that you have, and to reach for the stars. Any kind of relationships you want to bring into renewal, everything. That's the thing, renewal, that's the word. We're renewing ourselves. We're no longer going to be in that darkness, that dark night of the soul. Because anytime we're in an awakening as well, like I believe we all go through the same stuff together. So I think we were all collectively going through a bit of a heart awakening over the last few months. We're here to open our hearts, and that's the whole concept. When we live in love, when we open our hearts, we can manifest anything we desire. We can become instant manifestors by just living in love. When we live unconditionally in love for ourselves, for everything around us, and for everything on this planet, we can make magic happen. We really can. Our minds are so powerful, but we can only use that mind, that power, when our hearts are open. And that's the thing, I learned this, somebody helped me to see this yesterday as well, and I keep forgetting this. I pour out love, but at the same time, my heart is blocked because I'm afraid to receive it. But you cannot give as much as I can't give as much as I would like to give if my heart is still closed. We need to be able to open our hearts to be able to give and receive. So when we're in a manifestation state, we need to have our hearts open. We need to be receptive to what's coming in. And this is what I think this rebirth is about. It's about opening our hearts. It's about spreading our wings. It's about flying. It's about no longer feeling stuck. It's no longer feeling stagnant, no longer feeling afraid. Because what we're afraid of is bullshit. And I've been living, since I started my journey, I have overcome a lot of fear. But when I relapsed and allowed toxic energy into my life, back in 2022, 23, my energy allowed for a fear-based entity to attach to me. And as I've been healing over the last year, I've been shedding this fear. The entity is gone, but I'm still fearful. I'm still so closed-hearted that I'm afraid to trust. And I think with this heart opening, this heart awakening that we're going through, we're learning how to trust again. We're learning how not to be afraid. And this last week has taught me everything I've been afraid of has been so insignificant. My little fur baby went to doggy heaven on Sunday, and that made me open my eyes and made me realize I've been living in a state of fear over nothing. When you lose a loved one, whether it's a pet or a person, it puts your life into perspective. And you kind of go, what the hell was I worried about? Nothing matters anymore. Anything I was afraid of was bullshit, because the most important thing in my life is gone. So therefore, what was I even worried about? What was I angry about? What was I fearful about? All that negative energy is after uplifting away from me, because I'm like, what was the point of it? I want to open my heart more now, because that's what it's all about. It's about the rebirth of our hearts, the rebirth of the love within ourselves. And this will attract in so much more to be grateful for. And it makes, when you lose a loved one, it makes you so appreciative of what you already do have, or what you are bringing into your life. I was stagnant, I was stuck, I was in the depths of the spiritual awakening again, my heart awakening. But I was so blocked. I wasn't trusting. I was like, I had walls up against my heart. I was afraid to let love in. And I mean, like, when I say let love in, I don't just mean romantic relationships. I mean in every aspect. Opportunities, everything. When we live with a closed heart, we are blocking our abundance. We're blocking our manifestations. We're blocking those friendships, those relationships, those career opportunities. And with this massive transformation and rebirth, there's no more of that stagnant energy. I can feel that just we're shedding that skin. We're shedding that old self. We're emerging out of this cocoon into something beautiful. And it's hard when you're on this journey, because it can go on for so long, but there's a point to this. The struggle is soon going to be over. We are ascending. We will get to a stage where the healing will be, the harder healing will be done. I believe that we never stop healing. I believe we will never stop discovering parts of ourselves, which I find beautiful. But this hard work, this darkness, this facing our demons, this shedding that old belief system, that shedding that old version of ourselves, that will come to an end. We will embody this higher vibrational version of ourselves now, because we're coming out of that cave, that cocoon, that darkness, that hermit mode, that isolation. We don't have to do this on our own anymore. And that's what the beauty of that dream was all the butterflies joined together to create one big butterfly. And that reminded me of the collective on this planet. We're not doing this on our own. And I forget that. And we do forget that, because we're in this cocoon on our own. We have to go into isolation on our own for a while. But we're actually doing this together. This is for our bigger purpose, something beyond anything we can ever imagine. I don't even know what it is yet, but I'm starting to see it again. At the start of my spiritual journey, when I discovered spiritual awakening, I understood this was for a higher purpose. But when I let fear back into my life and let toxic energy back into my life, I stopped trusting in the outcome a little bit. I was afraid it wasn't going to happen. Even though it is guaranteed, I was afraid, because my heart was closed. I was afraid there was no light. I was afraid to go after that light, because everything, when you're going through this awakening, you have to shed so many things. Like, you have to walk away from people, family members, friends, jobs, the things that once served you. You had to walk away from so much. So this triggers the abandonment wound, so therefore you feel alone and isolated. But then you emerge into this butterfly and you realize it was all for a higher purpose. And there is a light at the end of the tunnel. There is a higher purpose. There is a reason. We have all we have to do now is open our hearts and believe that we're here together to do this. We're here transforming together. And that image in my dream of the butterflies coming together to make one big butterfly, we're here all to do this together. We're here for a higher purpose, a higher mission, to create better for this planet, to create better for the future of humanity. This is why we're here. And it's hard to get through it, but we're here for something huge. As I said before, like, we're usually the only ones of our family and friend group to go through this transformation. And that can be very difficult. And it's very hard to keep going forward, because, you're like, but everyone else is staying here. Should I not go back to the comfort zone? But you making this decision to do that hard work, you doing this inner work for yourself, it's not just for you. You're breaking generational curses. You're changing that lineage. And it starts with you. And that's the thing with this energy I'm feeling at the moment, is that you're going to be rewarded. you're going to see the results. When we're on this journey, it seems so long, it seems so drawn out, it seems so scary, and it's very, very hard to push forward, because sometimes, like us humans, we need to see it to believe it. That's it. We need to see something to believe it. But when we're on this transformational journey, we have to believe it to eventually see it. And that can be very hard for the ego mind to understand. So when we're in the deep, dark depths of dark night of the soul and the spiritual awakening, it is very hard to keep going forward. But the strength that we've all had so far is bringing us near the end, near the climax, near the zenith, near just near the magic, the top of that mountain. We're getting there. That struggle is nearly over, and I can feel it. Like, I've been in a very low energy over the last few weeks, and especially with the things that have gone on, as well as my awakening. And I find it very difficult to be optimistic over the last few weeks. And today, waking up out of that dream, I was like, and I was having really weird dreams all night. I have weird dreams anyway. But that dream alone made me kind of go, yes. I've been seeing the butterflies for a long time now, and I've been knowing that we're going through this rebirth. But even though I've known that I'm going through the rebirth, I'm still kind of going, when? But it's now. I believe it's now, and I believe that dream came on this new moon energy, on the 6/6 portal, as a sign as well that there's just some magic going to happen. There's magic on the horizon, and we're nearly there. We just have a little bit further to go. But I believe at this very moment, we are creating the life that we desire. We are manifesting the life we desire. We are creating the best version of ourselves through this hard work. So today is a very, very powerful day to keep your thoughts positive and manifest those dreams. Set your intentions now, because as I said, we're coming out of that cocoon. So today is the day to set those intentions for your next steps, because your life is going to start moving a lot quicker here on in. And that's a sign I've been getting as well lately, is that things have been slow. But I find when we're, this analogy is the universe will pull you back like a catapult, and you feel like you're gone backwards, and you feel like you're slower, and you feel like you've kind of reversed in a sense. But what the universe is doing is pulling you back like a catapult to propel you forward quicker. And I think that slow energy that's been going on the last few weeks is to propel us forward quicker, but also it's to give us the time to prepare, to rest, and rejuvenate ourselves in preparation for what is to come. So, when the universe slows us down, it slows us down to get us to the next stage quicker. So use this time of pause to congratulate yourself first on how far you've come, for all that hard work that you've done, and set your intentions now. Start manifesting your dreams and start visualizing what you want to happen next, and get yourself prepared, because I believe right now we are going through this massive transformation and rebirth, and that things are going to start speeding up very quickly. The magic is about to happen. Now, this could be in any aspect of your life. Actually, I believe it's going to be in all aspects, to be honest. When it comes to love and opening your heart, you will welcome in everything that you desire. So if that's a relationship, if that's career, your life purpose, anything that you are desiring right now, you can have that. Just open your heart. So this transformation, this rebirth, it's a rebirth of love. It's a rebirth of our heart opening. It's a transformation from where we were into what we are supposed to be, our destiny. We are no longer in that old energy, that old skin, that old darkness, that fear, that lack mentality. We are about to get our wings, and we are about to fly. And this is happening, I think, imminently. So use the power of the new moon and the 6/6 portal to manifest what you want to see for your future. Manifest those dreams and believe this is it. This is your time. You are about to get your wings and you are about to fly, and you are about to be the best version, the most beautiful version of yourself. And you're about to see the magic, the love, the abundance, and the opportunities flow into your life. This I truly, truly believe. So thank you so much for listening today, and I hope this resonates. If it does, please like and share, and please subscribe to my channel so I can reach as many people as possible. And if you would like help on your journey, please book me for a discovery call today, and I would love nothing more than to help you on your path. Thanks again. Bye-bye.